Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to exercise number 3. This one is going to be a little bit easier simply because there's just not as much to talk about. So just remember from the last video where I talked about the different mandatory elements that are required for each employer that you have or each school that you have. To mix it up a little bit, I put in some formatting elements that we haven't talked about in detail yet and that I'll talk about generally at the end, but just take a look, do your best, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, good luck. Okay, so what did you think? Option number 1, option number 2, or option number 3? I think option number 2 is the best, and I'll tell you why. For option number 1, even though all of the required information is there, you can see that it's not really that easy to read or to understand what exactly is being communicated in that header. And so this is a formatting issue. Option number 2, you can tell is very, very neatly formatted. You can tell what the company was, you can tell what the position was, the location and the dates worked, and that just provides a very clear, quick way for the reader to know what it is you're trying to communicate to them. And then with regard to option number 3, this was almost complete, but it didn't have a position title, and the location was too specific. So, for instance, you wouldn't give the street address for the business that you worked at. Just give the city and the country, or in the case of the United States, you give the city and the state, whatever broad regional category is the best. But city, state, sometimes country is acceptable. And then, of course, the dates. You can see January 14 is when presumably they started, but we don't know when they ended. So you always have to make sure to give the start date and the end date. So as you can see, it's pretty simple. Just make sure that you always have all of the necessary elements. All right, good job.